Hey everyone, what's up? Let me know if somebody is already here so that I'm aware that we can start. Uh, just give me a second and I will test the audio because I have to be sure that this is working, otherwise, this will be totally useless. All right, great. I believe this is working. All right, perfect. Hey Dwayne, what's up? How's it going? Are you trying to, like, how's your progress with e-commerce, private label, Amazon FBA? Let me know. I'm reading the comments here, so if you type anything, I will read it for you. And if you have a question, drop it here so that we can get to it towards the end of this live stream. It's going well, man. Going super. It is very hectic. The last 3 4 days, I've been almost working for 16 hours straight, and I am a bit sleep deprived. I won't lie about that. Even today, like I came to my workplace today around. I reached here at 4:45 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, I plan to kind of stay till the afternoon, then go back to my home, just rest for a while, and then come back here because tonight, I don't know if you were aware, tonight we are launching, basically opening the gates for private label school. And were you aware about that, Dwayne? Let me know if you were aware about that. Let me know if you know what is private label school, because I would like to understand if people who are on my channel or in my group, are they aware about this or not. So I think you would be able to see this. So we are at T minus 16 hours 36 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. So all right. Oh my God. You're not aware about that. So basically, first of all, let me know, like, are you trying to start your Amazon FBA private label business, or have you already started? That is something that I would like to know from you, Dwayne. And apart from that, basically, it is a one of a kind platform where you can come in and learn everything about private label e-commerce and start your private label products business on Amazon, and even explore the Shopify and your own store universe in the future. So it's going to be a very dynamic environment. It is not a course, and that is why I don't call it a course. It is going to be a school, and it is going to function as a school. So I'm not going to reveal everything on this particular stream because it's not for that. This is for the Daily Wish series and the frequent live streams that we are going to be having on this channel. So you should go ahead and check it out. Privatelabelschool.com. The website is live. The actual website, wherein you can kind of get in and join by taking in a membership, would be live tonight in 16 hours. But need reviews to help sales. All right. I see. I see. Like, how are you? So, Dwayne. So, for those everybody, for everybody else, Dwayne is basically telling me that, and I'm looking at the chat in the live stream. So, Dwayne is telling that he has a few products in FBA, and he needs reviews to help with sales. And Arun, hey man, thank you so much for joining in. First of all, thanks for the content. How much money it takes to start FBA successfully? All right, that's a good question, and that is a frequent question. And I usually only respond to this question with a mathematical formula, so that I don't really make any random guesses. So it really depends. So I would try to do it for you right now. Let's take Arun's question first because he has just joined in, and then we switch back to Dwayne's question. So, Arun, like, if you are looking at a market, or if you are looking at a niche wherein the average sales of everybody else is like, let's say 300, okay? So at that point of time, you will have to probably get into, in your launch phase, along with about 300 or 350 units, if not more. Like, if your budget doesn't allow more, that is the bare minimum that you should kind of enter into. because you will also need a good amount of run, a good amount of bandwidth on your inventory side to actually test the market and make the correct inferences. So what I mean by that is, let's say you are trying to you are trying to come up with a product which has a market monthly average sales of about 1,000 units. All right, there's this product niche where everybody on the first page and the second page are approximately selling 800 to 1,000 units, and you, because you were in a small budget, because you had a small budget, you decide to go ahead and only launch with 300 units. What will happen is that because there is so much competition in the market, you may not be able to, first of all, have a good launch streak, because you will probably finish up before you even come to a good result. Second, you will, because that category would be a bit competitive, you will need to spend in a lot of your PPC budget, or your margins, if I may say so, in actually coming out there, putting your listing in the front, using sponsored ads, and getting those sales. So if you get into a market or a category wherein everybody's selling about 1,000 units with 300 units, you will not be able to actually judge your entire launch phase, and your inferences might be completely incorrect. All right, but it may be completely different if you start with 800 or 1,000 units yourself in that marketplace. So it really depends. But let's say, for example, the market average monthly sales was 300 units for the first page sellers, for the second page sellers, and you decide to go in with 350 units. So, and you pick a product which has a selling price somewhere between $22 to $27, which is what I usually advise. I advise people to pick a product which can be easily sold above $20. Okay, so if you just do the math with that, if you order 350 units and your landing cost, so basically landing cost would be your production cost plus customization cost plus shipping cost plus inspection fees. Let's say your landing cost is about $8, because in the beginning you might be paying a premium for manufacturing a small number of units or small batch of units. But as you proceed with time, your factory can give you better rates when you order more number of units. So in that scenario, it says like right now what I see is, let's say it was $8 together. But I believe that is actually quite low. In that scenario, it says $2,800. Okay, so and you need to kind of add some miscellaneous expenses like membership fees, designing costs, and everything. So you can probably add in another 250, so about $3,000. But again, like, I would actually say 3,500, to be very honest, is like the bare minimum that you will need if you want to start with the product in that price range. Okay, in a selling price range of $22 to $30, because I don't believe there are many products in the market which would cost you very less, and they would have a premium selling price. Like, it's very difficult to find something like that. But if you can, but that'll be like a gold mine for you. So I hope I answered your question, Arun. Anyways, Dwayne, like, what are you doing to kind of get your reviews at the moment? I would like to understand that, and I would like to kind of get an idea about what strategies are you using to get your reviews. Are you using emails? Are you using the request for review button inside Amazon? Are you using ManyChat bot? Whatever you are using, just let me know. But it's not very difficult to get your reviews if you have like your email sequence in place, and insert in the product which kind of and basically the branding done right, a good product, and then insert it in a product wherein you kind of go ahead and ask for an honest review, not for a positive review. So it's not very difficult, I would say. Feedback Wiz, how much, Dwayne, I would like to know, Feedback Wiz, you're using Feedback Wiz, how much does it cost you on a month to month basis? Like, what is the monthly fee for that? Because I kind of did not opt for it because it was too expensive. At least when I saw that, when I kind of reviewed that software maybe a year ago, not very recently. But anyways, guys, let me just switch to what the agenda of this video was, and then I will kind of come back to the Q&As. So drop the questions below if you are just joining in, or if you are kind of here right now. So just drop your questions. Let me just drop this comment so that everybody starts dropping questions. Drop your questions. I'll get to them in 5 minutes. All right. So yes, I kind of so this live stream is basically the Daily Wish day 28 video, right? I am resuming my Daily Wish series. I don't know if everybody of you has followed me on the Daily Wish series. So just to give you a small brief for the people who are watching this for the very first time and hearing about this for the very first time, in the Daily Wish series, what I'm doing is I'm logging my day-to-day efforts. Okay, almost every day, but sometimes alternate day or 3 times a week, as long as there is some progress. I'm logging my every step and every effort that I take towards launching my new brand and my new set of products under that brand. I'm going to be launching those products on Amazon and then figuring out, and I'm actually testing the strategy. And then basically, I will try to build my customer base on my own website and then try to scale my own website more than my Amazon, or at least at equal parts with Amazon. So that is the goal with the Daily Wish series, and that is my next phase or next chapter in my e-commerce business, e-commerce universe. And that is something that I will be also teaching all of my students in private label school. And that is why I call it private label school, because it is going to be a dynamic environment. As I learn more things, as I try more things, as I experiment more things, I will keep adding those bits and pieces of information and tutorials in private label school. And we are also going to be having a lot of dynamic sessions. So I don't know if you are aware about it. Check it out. 16 hours, 27 minutes, and counting. For the gates to open, I'm only accepting 49 students in the first batch, and it is very disruptive. Check it out at privatelableschool.com. Coming back to the daily rich part of this. So basically, let me tell you what my state is at the moment. So I kind of did not progress or do anything about my new product or new brands launch in the last 20 21 days, because I was busy into something else. I was trying to basically build and finish the private label school because it was long overdue, and I was extremely motivated to do this. Even though I've been selling since 2 years, I've never had the motivation to actually build an education product. But I decided to take charge and do this because nobody in this ecosystem or space was trying to solve a lot of problems, a lot of misinformation, a lot of confusion that people were having when they were trying to explore this universe. So that is the reason. And there are many different aspects to it as well. But so yeah, what my plan right now is that, well, I will basically go ahead and so I haven't really. Okay, let me tell you my state. I haven't even made my listing. My listings are just like there. The skeleton of the listing is there. Two of my products, three of my shipments have reached Amazon. Two of those shipments are basically for the new products that are going to be doing under my new brand. One of the shipment was basically for my existing product. So all of these three shipments went in or went through by ocean this time. So that is why I kind of laid back, and I was having a lot of buffer time to actually work on this project. So now they have actually checked in, and the inventory is active and available on Amazon. The problem right now is that my listing is not optimized, so I'm not even thinking about starting PPC. I have not created my listing images or did anything for that matter. So basically, I believe tomorrow I will receive my sample units, my final production sample units from my factories in China. They have sent it to me. So once I receive them, I will basically go ahead and do the photography for that myself. I'll create the listing images in the next 5 days, and I will also I also need to kind of set up my website. I also need to set up my URL wherein I'm driving people through inserts and trying to test a strategy, which I will discuss later on once I've validated. So yeah, a lot of things are going to be coming in. I also need to kind of automate my social media posting, curate a lot of content, hire somebody to kind of automate this as well. So I'm going to be looking at a lot of these areas. I'm going to be doing a lot of these things in the next couple of weeks for my new brand. So that will be what you can expect. Like those are the things that you can expect tomorrow onwards or daily wish day 29 onwards. So just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. And now let's get back to the Q&A. But I promise you, this will be super interesting because honestly, like I am at a position. Yes, I wanted to kind of add this. I am currently at a position wherein most beginners find themselves. So usually, like as soon as your inventory reaches to Amazon, most beginners are usually not prepared for the launch, and unintentionally, I am currently at that stage. I'm currently completely not prepared for launching those two products because I haven't done my listing. I haven't optimized my listing. I don't have an audience base. I haven't really built my social media in the last 21 days because I did not automate it. So basically, I fucked up big time. I messed up the entire roadmap that I usually always follow towards a launch. So basically, I am at a position wherein most beginners usually get or find themselves into. So this will be very interesting because this is going to help you follow me or follow along with me and learn a lot of these things. Basically, you can kind of consider that I've intentionally done this mistake or intentionally kind of reached this spot or made this mess so that I can tell you how can we get out of this mess. I'm very confident that we will get out of this mess. So that'll be an interesting ride. If you think that this is going to be interesting, if you think that this is going to be a lot of value, please hit thumbs up button on the live stream. Do it right now, please. Like, I really appreciate it. 5 people are watching. This doesn't happen very frequently. I would appreciate if 5 of you give a thumbs up button. I believe one of them is me. So I'm actually going to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button myself right now. I don't know about you. Have you already done it? I'm looking at it. Please hit that thumbs up button, guys. Alright, so that's the update for Daily List 28. I am done with my update and 16 hours, 22 minutes for the gates to open for private label school. If you have not checked it out, please check it out. And who has already checked it out, if you are already aware about what am I talking about, do not mind me repeating this because I'm repeating this for the people who are probably watching this video at this moment. They've joined it right now. So don't mind me repeating these things. But if anybody has a question, drop it right now because I'm going to wait another 30 seconds and then get back to my work. But there's still a lot of things to do. I need to test the payments, payment gateways. I need to see if all the landing pages and everything is correct. I still need to create the private label school members exclusive group for the people who are going to be joining the course, joining the school. Let's not call it a course. Like, I've made it a rule that I'm not going to call it a course, and I'm never going to treat it like a course. I am going to treat it like a business, a school. And like there are so many things planned for this for the entire 2020 that you will not be, you will be over impressed. I would say overwhelmed with updates because this is going to be a very dynamic environment. I already have like a roadmap for updates for 2020 for private label schools. So it is going to be, it is going to change things for sure in this ecosystem. And people are going to cry. A lot of people are going to cry when they see this, and they see this improving, especially right now. It's pretty basic. I won't lie about that. It's pretty basic, but it is going to improve and reach at a point that I have envisioned, and that is going to be super interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this live stream at this moment. Thank you so much for people are still watching. Please hit that thumbs up before you exit. You just need to kind of hit that button. That's it, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for your attention. I really, really appreciate it. Check out the Naked Private Label series. Check out the Seller Support Call series on my channel. These things are not available across YouTube on the planet. Okay, these topics or these videos or these series, they're not available anywhere. Like, help me find them. Nobody is trying to record their seller support calls and putting it out there for you. Nobody's trying to unbox products and tell you what is good and bad about it. Okay, people are unboxing products for buyers. Nobody's trying to unbox products for sellers, right? So hit that like button, guys, because I'm really bringing in this most disruptive things in the universe for private label e-commerce. I hope you can feel the energy that I have. I want you to feel as energetic as myself, and yeah, that is going to be the vibe for the entire 2020. With that thought, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Turn on that notification bell so that you are aware when I come on live, so that you can join the live streams and ask your questions. Okay, do a lot of research, practice. Okay, practice. Don't just take in a lot of information and do that, continuously on a daily basis. Just understand a topic, go and practice it for the next 3 4 days. That is very important. Otherwise, you are going to get overwhelmed with the amount of information that is kind of get into your head, and you are going to have that analysis paralysis state where you will not be able to progress or proceed further. Right, guys. So that's it. Thank you so much once again. If you're watching the recording of this at a later time, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I will see you in the next live stream, and I will see you in 16 hours and 18 minutes because I will be live during the launch phase so that if there's any problem, I can kind of help you guys out. All right, I will see you in 16 hours.